Hey everyone, it's Erin Melton back again. So excited about who we're connecting with today. It is Tom Truong. Tom, thank you so much for being with us.
Erin, thank you for having me on your show. Love it.
Oh, and especially with getting ready to go on a very, very special trip tomorrow. I
Yeah, we're
am,
heading off to Greece, taking my wife Marissa to Greece to celebrate her birthday.
that is
Excited about that. 12 days,
that
girl. 12 days and three islands.
that is amazing. That is
Yeah,
amazing. Well, I know what it's like right before you leave town, so I really appreciate you taking the time to get on
for
this,
sure.
you know?
Sure. No, pleasure to be here.
All right. So, Tom, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into real estate.
All right. Yeah, so born in Vietnam, came here when I was 7 years old. That was way back in 1975. First career was in the insurance business. Did
Okay.
that for 13 years in publicly traded insurance. And after I figured out that I was just basically winning at the rat race, at the end, even when I won and sat at that corner office, I was the biggest rat in that rat race. And I decided, I'm not going to build someone else's future. I'm not going
Mhm.
to do that. Let's become an entrepreneur. Tried a whole bunch of different things for the next 2 years: laundromats, dry cleaners, country clubs, bagel shops, flipping houses, and of course real estate. After 2 years of discovering myself, making a lot of money, losing a lot of money, learning a lot of life's lessons, we settled on real estate. I settled on real estate, flipping houses and being a real estate agent, real estate broker. So I got in the business now 16 years, Erin.
Mhm.
Six this year makes it 16. Went in full boat. I was all in from day one. Burned the bridge with the old business and
Mhm.
and dove right in. So that's how I got into real estate. I just wanted to build a business that gave me no ceiling on my earnings potential and no cap on how much I could, no cap in terms of how big my business could be, supposedly, right? And having the most important thing, which is personal freedom and financial freedom. So that's why I'm in real estate, and I love this business.
For sure. For sure.
Uh,
Tom, what would you say is your why?
my why, Erin, is different today after being 16 years in the business in real
Mhm.
estate. It's totally different than the first 3 years in real estate when I
Yeah.
got going, right?
Mhm.
In the beginning, it was just struggling. It was just surviving. It was just learning how to compete in a very competitive real estate world,
Right.
to be a real estate rock star. That was the why then: survival, making money,
Mhm.
right? Today, my why is totally different, especially being engaged with and leveraging the EXP Realty platform that you and
Yes.
I are on. My
Mhm.
why is much different. The why is basically to help others succeed. That old saying that we've heard 1,000 times, right? Help enough people succeed and get what they want, you get what you want. And I love that, and I love giving back to our organization, to this industry, to see people thrive and grow
Mhm.
and come into their own personal and financial freedom. That's my why, is helping folks get there.
That's beautiful, and that's why I so love all the amazing people like yourself that I've connected to with this company. It never stops. It's
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very collaborative people.
Yeah, I mean, some folks say, "Hey," some of my family members, even my closest friends who are not in this business, they keep
Mhm.
saying, "Tom, when is it enough? When are you going to slow down?" Well, why in the world would I ever want to slow down? Because what in the world are you and I going to do when we retire? We're
Right.
both young. We love this industry. For me, it's not a job. For
Mm-mm.
me, it's a challenge to help people, break through,
Mhm.
and succeed at levels that they never dreamt of succeeding, and having the ability to control my schedule, for the most part,
Right.
it's awesome, right? And so, people say, "Man, you're busy, you're busy, you're busy." I say, "No, no, no, no. I am disciplined, and my schedule. I'm a scheduled guy. I
Okay.
schedule my time off. I schedule my work time, but it's my schedule. I'm
Right.
never busy to help people, right? As long as it's important, then it goes in my schedule.
Mhm.
Like this call, right? This was scheduled, and boom, here I am.
And you are absolutely 100% here.
Yeah.
Talk to everyone about Rock the Comma and the Road to 1,000.
Rock the
Talk
comma
to us
right
all
there.
about this. Oh, you've got the shirt on and
I got the
everything.
shirt on, rock the
Yeah.
comma. Yeah, so this is not my idea. This idea, I think, was born by Gene Frederick and Rob Flick, who you and I know very well.
Right.
Way back then, I think when they joined the organization, they were like agent 160 or something
Ah,
like that,
yes.
right?
Yes.
And they wanted a campaign. They wanted a campaign
Mhm.
for all of EXP way back when, about 5 or 6 years ago, to get EXP to 1,000 agents countrywide,
Yes.
right? And they did that tour. And they went on the tour and they rocked the comma, and then everyone celebrated when they hit 1,000, and the whole team got behind it, right?
Right.
So that's the history of that. And then Scott and Tracy Lewis, who are my sponsor, well, Scott Lewis and Tracy Gagnon now,
Yes.
who are my sponsors. They
Okay.
took that same rock the comma and they rocked it in San Antonio, Texas. Their goal was to get their local market to 1,000 EXP agents, and the whole
I see.
state, brokers,
Okay.
teams from everywhere got together to say, what are we going to do to get to 1,000 agents in this market? Right. So for
Right.
me today in Boston, this is my greater Boston market, we're approaching 750 or so agents in Massachusetts. Well, I want to rock the comma in Massachusetts, number one.
Okay.
I want to build my own team to at least 1,000 agents and beyond. I'm at about a 900 now, so I get to rock my own comma
Okay.
in our team. But then in speaking with Glenn Sanford and Jason Gessing and everybody and our leaders, I'm asking everyone to sort of join this cause, join this movement, join this tour.
Yes.
It's open for everybody. Let's get each of our states who don't have 1,000 agents yet to 1,000 agents, or let's get your MLSs to have 1,000 agents. And Erin, why not? Let's get you and your team, get you to 1,000 agents.
Mhm.
And the lowest common denominator is getting every EXP agent who wants to take advantage of our revenue share to get to $1,000 per month in residual income.
Yes.
How would people's lives change if they just knew that on the 22nd of every month, there's at least $1,000 directly deposited into the bank account?
Right.
That's rock the comma. And so I'm on this tour. I'm on this tour with 35 cities. It started off with 16 cities in 35 days. Now we have on our docket 29 cities in 5 months, Erin,
It's
to run
phenomenal.
hard between now and Thanksgiving. When Thanksgiving comes, I'm shutting it down and enjoy the Thanksgiving, the holidays, the New Year's, and then we'll see what happens in 2022.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Every time I hear you speak, you're so inspiring. Your story and everything, and just your energy is contagious.
All right. Well, hop on this tour with me. If you guys are doing the audience, if you're out there and you're doing live tours, the rockthecomma.com is a website that I secured, but I'll put your schedule out there so the whole team can come together, the whole
I love it.
organization come together and support each other, right? The more,
Mhm.
the merrier. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What would your adolescent self not recognize about Tom today?
But that's a great question. I've never been asked that question before. So often people would say, man, Tom, you're a great speaker. You're so energetic. If you knew my adolescent self, I was that kid who stood in front of, we call it declamation in middle school, where you had to give a speech. My
Yes.
palms would be sweaty. I would be nervous. I would be shaking. I was so shy as a kid, right? There's no way I was so scared of public speaking in my adolescent self. And so that is a skill that I had to learn over time, whether it's a skill of survival, because I just had to make a living
Mhm.
in the sales business. How can
Right.
you be scared of being in front of people and speaking with people and
Right.
be in sales, right? And so, yeah, my adolescent self, you would not have recognized me when I was younger, because I would not, no way would I be able to stand in front of a crowd and talk to people and have confidence. So yeah, and I'm still continuing to develop and learn and improve each and every day. Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Um, how does being a part of EXP make you feel?
It makes me feel awesome. I mean, it makes me feel empowered. Makes me feel like makes me feel energetic. Makes me feel like I want to go out there and share this gift with so many other agents out there who may be struggling for an answer, who may be thinking about leaving the business, who
Right.
maybe can't make ends meet because their money runs out before the month runs out,
Mhm.
right? But maybe they're struggling to just make enough sales, and we've got amazing lead generation system. We've got amazing training, more than anyone can handle. The support, all of it. It makes me feel so proud to lock arms
Mhm.
with you, Erin. As
Yes.
as we go on, we encourage and we inspire the real estate community to be more, to do more. I have this saying that says, do well and then do good. That was my mantra. My mom, right? My mom always said, Tom, when you're doing well now, your job is now to do good. So, what other vehicle do real estate agents have to be able to do well for themselves, but also do good for the community and do good for others? So that's what I love about this organization and being part of this team here. Another thing that really impressed me is that I know that we continue to stay cutting edge, Erin. I've
Yes.
had I've had some nice one-on-one time with our founder Glenn and our
Mhm.
CEO Jason, to just sit there and just have a conversation, a deep, meaningful conversation about what makes them tick, what
Mhm.
makes us tick. And I think the common thread is we all want to make sure that we always stay ahead of the curve. One of
Yes.
our core values is
Mhm.
staying agile, right?
Yes.
Right. And so always trying to make sure that the staff are the staff that wakes up every day. Their job is to service you, is to service me, is to service the agents who are here. And that's sort of the culture that I love about this organization.
Mhm.
And that makes me feel really proud because they're there to serve us, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was on the call with Amy Weaver this morning.
She's awesome.
Yeah, I was on the call with her this morning, talking, strategizing about a brokerage that we're talking with, and man, she just so giving, so open,
Yep.
so sharing of her knowledge and wanting us all to win. That's an
Mhm.
amazing culture to be
Yes, it
involved with.
is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It is really, really cool to be around people like that, and just that it starts feeling like normal, like this is the way it's supposed to be,
It
and
is. Well,
it's
I mean,
exactly how it's supposed to be.
it's exactly how it's supposed to be. But so I don't know a little bit of your passive. If you wouldn't mind, I like to ask you a question. Like, where is EXP your first destination, or is it how many other brokerage platforms or cultures were you involved with before you came on to EXP? Maybe you can share with me, how the culture here is compared to your past cultures in the real estate industry.
Absolutely. So, started off at a very, very small. Then I for several years, went to the largest company that was in the particular region we were in. Um, and then from there went to a Remax and was there
Yeah.
for 16 and a half years.
Wow.
So I've seen I've been with the big international one. I've been with the biggest regional one. I've been
Yeah.
very small and very, small and then small boutique for a very short amount of time. So I feel like I've gotten a good feeling for
Yeah.
what is out there. And yeah,
Yeah.
this
And how's this
was,
culture compared to the other cultures?
there is no comparison. There may have
Right.
been good culture somewhere, but this is
Sure.
it's such a change from things all the way around because of the collaboration. Because even
Right.
if you're friends with people or you have good relationships with agents, which I've always prided myself with,
Right.
and with brokers,
Yeah.
it's different. Push come to shove, you go and sit down for the same listing. Your broker, they might love both of you, but ultimately they don't care who gets it
That's right. That's right. It's an
because
amazing
you're in
culture.
competition. But they've got to pay that rent
Yeah.
on that building, no
Yeah.
matter what doesn't matter what kind of market you're in. If it's
That's
bad,
right.
still gonna pay the rent.
They got to pay the rent. I
If
get
it's
it. I
good,
get it.
great, we gotta expand.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the beauty of this, is the collaboration, that getting rid of the fat, trimming the fat,
Yeah.
and all of that money that would typically go into corporate and that would take so long to make those changes to be cutting edge. It's like, oh, look at all this new stuff we're putting out there. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that's so yesterday. Whereas
Exactly.
EXP really is cutting edge, and there's no, well, this is how we've always done it.
Right.
Everything is always thinking ahead. How can we be more agent centric so that we can help our clients more, so that we can truly get off that hamster wheel
Right.
of sales, that it's
Of
like,
sales. Yeah. Yeah.
we don't retire in real estate, we expire.
That's
and I
right.
don't want to expire.
We don't, neither of us want to expire.
You and I
Exactly.
have very similar energy levels. I think you take it up a notch from me. And we're also like a year apart too, but I want to keep this going. I want to rock the comma as long as I can. And having this
Exactly.
freedom and platform now just gives me such excitement because there are options, there are choices.
I love it. I totally love it. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
It's so perfect. So
All
one
right.
last question for you,
Yeah.
Tom. You've had a lot of success up to this point in your career.
Hmm.
What is important to you at this point in your career and in your life?
All right. Yeah. What's most important for me at this point in my career, my life is making a lasting impression, is leaving a legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Right, is to creating a lifestyle that of course fits my family, fits my wife Marissa, our kids, fits our lifestyle, and hopefully have a lot less stress than we had in the first half of our life.
Yes.
Right. uh, and what's important to me, I think has to go back to the name of this your show here, right? Rock the Comma, is to
Mhm.
help others get to where they want to go.
Yes.
Right, it is to help others achieve success. That to me would be very important. My goal is
Mhm.
to help at least 100 people become personally and financially free. Help at least 100 people who on their deathbed they're going to say, or hopefully they'll think about Tom Truong making some sort of impact, a
Mhm.
powerful impact, a long-lasting impact that helped them create the lifestyle that they want to create. That's what drives me today, is to help others achieve that personal financial freedom, Erin.
And that's why this platform and these people that you surround yourself with, why it is so beautiful and how empowering it is, because your initial why to where it is now,
Yeah.
and it's a common theme with so many people, because when there isn't that cutthroat cutting edge and all of
Yeah.
that it's just, we all come from a place of service. And when you do
Yeah.
that, it's amazing what that opens up opportunities for
Yeah.
everyone.
I'll tell you a quick story as we end. I get a
Please.
call. I get a call about, let's say, about 2.5 months ago now. It was on a Saturday evening from one of our agents up in San Francisco area, and he hardly ever calls me on a weekend, especially, right? So it's a Saturday evening. It's about 8:30 or so my time, East Coast time, which is 5:30 his time. And he gets on me on the phone, and he goes, "Tom, I hope I'm not bothering you, bugging you." I said, "No way, you're never bugging me, never bother. Just give me a call anytime, man. I'm glad to hear from you. What's up?" He goes, "Do you mind if I put you on the phone with my wife?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, am I in trouble? Am I
Uh-oh.
am I in trouble? What did I do?"
Right.
Right?
Oh, okay.
She gets on the phone. I've really never had a conversation with her. I know who she is. I see her in passing, but she's not in the industry.
Right.
And she says, "Tom, Garrick and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done for us and our family. I know he was not listening to you for a couple of years. And then I want to thank you that you finally were firm in your conversations with him in a brotherly way, in a lovely way. And you got him to see this model today. We just looked at our stock portfolio, and our minds were blown away after 2 short years with this organization. And he's been in the business now for over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Just 2 short years, this company has changed our lives. It's giving us
Mm-hmm.
the nest egg that we never dreamt of.
Mm-hmm.
Stories like that, Aaron, is what keeps me going and what keeps me excited about giving, giving, giving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because there's
Yeah,
so many great people out there like you,
yeah,
like
yeah.
me, like every other there
Like
that
you,
deserve this.
like you as well. Yeah, you're putting your time, your energy into doing these videos, to share the story, to inspire, right, and to help people hopefully brush off the dust on their dreams. Maybe they brush the dream underneath the rug, and they don't have a
Mhm.
way out. So why do you want to torture yourself if you don't have a program to achieve your goals and your dreams? Well, I would say get back to Erin, okay, and talk with her if you and ask her how to help you, right? How to help you get there, all right? And let us work with you to get you there.
You're so awesome. Tom, thank you so much. You go have an amazing trip with your wife. You have more than earned it. And I really just so appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you, Erin, for having me. Take care. Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye bye.